What is going on, guys? It is Dinozords here, and today I'm going to be showing off my comic book pickups for the week of, I don't even know what today is, but it's somewhere in the title, so you should know what day it is. Okay, so we're going to start with the Marvel Comics, move on over to the DC, finish with a couple little indie titles, and then one cool little back issue for DC Comics that I think you guys will like, that I'll show at the end of the video. So be sure to stay tuned for that, and let's get this started. So, first of all, we got Superior Spider-Man issue 15. Really enjoying the Superior Spider-Man run. Some of you guys have been asking me that, if I've been liking it. I really do like it, except for when Humberto Ramos is the artist on the book, because I'm not a huge fan of his art, but it's still a great read. Dan Slott is doing a great thing for the Spider-Man character, and it's really starting to heat up because people are starting to catch on, like, hey, this isn't Peter. So we'll see how much longer this series keeps on going, you know, because I feel like Peter might come back from the dead soon. Okay, so next one up is the Superior Foes of Superior Spider-Man. So I haven't actually read the first issue, but I'm probably just gonna start reading once I get like 3 issues or so, because I kind of like to just go straight through like a couple issues and like read like that. That's just personally how I like to read comics. So yeah, that's. I'm hoping it looks pretty good. The art is cool with me. I kind of like the stylized kind of art, so I'm looking forward to reading once the next issue comes out, reading the first 3 issues straight away. So next one is Superior Carnage. I think, yeah, Superior Carnage, and this is issue number 2. I actually really do like this cover. I don't know if you guys can see it well or not, but. Yeah, I really do like this cover, and the art on the inside seems to be pretty good. I did look through kind of the first issue. I didn't want to read too much until I get at least 1 or 2 issues of that, but I'm pretty excited because Carnage is obviously like one of the coolest characters that Spider-Man has to offer. So next up is Wolverine, issue number 6. So I wasn't really into Wolverine. I mean, obviously I like Wolverine as a character, but I wasn't into this title until my friend Omega Pro started reading comics himself and made me start wanting to read this as well because it's one of his favorite books. And I really like the art. I was liking the story. I'm on like issue 3 in terms of reading, but I'm really liking the story. And here's issue 7 as well, which looks pretty cool. It's actually kind of cool little cover in my opinion. So that's a pretty cool cover. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's pretty cool cover. So, last Marvel book for today is What If Avengers vs. X-Men issue number 4. I think this is the final issue. There might be 5 though. I'm not 100%. Let me see if at the back. Yeah, I think this is the final issue. So I'm excited to read this because I was really enjoying What If Avengers vs. X-Men because I read the first 3 issues like straight through. So, beginning with the Batman titles and, you know, the DC titles in general, here we get Batman 66 issue number 1. This should be a pretty cool read because it's just, you know, the Batman from the 60s TV show, and the art looks really fun. I'm going to try to find a cool little panel or something to show you guys. Looks like there's Catwoman in this issue. So yeah, it looks like it might be a pretty cool thing, pretty fun thing to read even. So I'm looking forward to getting to read this. It even seems kind of thick, so that should be pretty fun to read. Next one is another Bat title. It's just Batman with Scott Snyder, and I didn't think it was going to be Greg Capullo on the art this time because it's an annual. But I'm excited to see what this annual is about. It says featuring the Anchorus, the Asylum, and Zero Year. So I'm excited to see what it has to do with when it comes to the 0 year. Other than that, it should be a pretty cool read, I think. So next DC title is The Green Arrow, issue number 22. So I like this book, except for sometimes it seems kind of trippy. You know, like whoever's doing the art is just like high on cocaine or something. I don't know. But I'm excited to see this. I'm not exactly sure who the chick is on the front because I'm not a huge Green Arrow fan. But I'm kind of hoping, just as like a fan of the TV show, that it's the Asian girl that, you know, is on the island with him in the TV show. But that's just me hoping that I can remember a character from the TV show because that's basically all I've been acquainted to so far. And the last solo title for the DC Comics is going to be Aquaman issue 22. I think, yeah, Aquaman issue 22. And I really liked the past couple issues of Aquaman, so I'm excited to see what happens in this issue. I think last issue we left off with, like, Mara saying, "Oh, I don't love you, guy," to, like, her ex-husband or something. So this is pretty cool. I'm excited to see what happens. And the last DC issue for today, except for the one at the end, is going to be the DC Trinity War issue number, well, it's Justice League Dark issue number 22, yeah. And it's the third part to Trinity Wars, so this should be a pretty fun thing to read. Now that I have 3 issues, I can just read straight through the Trinity War so far, and I'm kind of excited to see how this is going. Just flipping through, it looks pretty good. A lot of action in it. So these last 2 issues for the new comics are going to be the same book, but I just decided for the first time in a long time to get a variant cover. So Kick-Ass number 3, issue 2, right here. I'm excited to read this because I really liked Kick-Ass 3 issue 1, and I'm excited because Kick-Ass 2 is coming out this weekend, guys. Let me know if you guys are going to be seeing that this weekend. I am fucking hyped to see this movie. I'm probably going to be seeing it day 1, and I might even do a review for the first time in a while, so be on the lookout for that because I am hyped. I'm probably going to watch Kick-Ass 1 tonight just to get myself even more hyped for the new movie. So I'm not exactly sure who this guy is on the cover, but it seems pretty legit X. I wonder, I'm sure they'll say who it is in the book. And here's the variant cover. Unfortunately, my comic book store got, like, damaged mail or whatever. I don't know. So there's, like, a little dent in the cover. But this is a much cooler cover, in my opinion. You got Kick-Ass up there. He's like, yo, playing with toys, you know what I'm saying? It seems pretty cool. So I'm excited to have this for my Kick-Ass collection. So yeah. And so the final issue for today is a back issue, like I said at the beginning of the video. And what is it? It's something that is pretty important if you're a Batman fan. And that's the issue where Bane breaks Batman's back. So this is awesome, guys. I've never actually seen this thing in person until today when I went to my comic book store for the first time in a couple weeks. Which is why I haven't had any comic book videos in a couple weeks. It's not because you guys didn't support them. It's because, you know, just I haven't been able to go yet. So I'm just going to give you guys a cool little look at the cover. You know, there you go. There's Bane breaking the Batman's back. And I'm going to flip to the last page where Bane actually does do the deed. So, break you. And there we go, guys. So I'm thinking, just as a quick update before this video ends, I'm thinking of, like, because I don't think DC does this as much as Marvel does, obviously. But when you buy a $4 Marvel title, for the most part, they give you a free little comic code to, you know, use as, for, like, you know, your mobile devices or, like, just online. Sorry, I had to put this back in the bag and board. So I'm thinking of, at the end of these videos, maybe from now on, asking like a comic book question, and then on the next episode I'll announce a couple winners and give away all the codes that I got in my Marvel titles from the week before. So I'm actually going to ask a question to you guys right now, so stay tuned one sec. So guys, here's the question. Answer this down in the comment section below or on the Facebook page to have a chance to win. Like I'll probably, depending on how many people answer the question, I might just give away all my codes to that person, or like split it into 3 people or something like that, just depending on how many people comment. So yeah, the question is, if you were stranded on a desert island by yourself, what 3 comic books that you own would you want to take with you just to read for the rest of your life? Like it could be a trade paperback, for example. Like it could be something like this, you know, where it's got, you know, a whole bunch of comics in one little thing. Like you could get 3 of these, or even like 3 of these if you want like a whole bunch of reading material for the rest of your life, because you're stuck there for the rest of your life with only 3 comics. So what 3 comics would you guys pick? I'm gonna pick a couple winners, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, and give you guys all of my Marvel comic codes that I got from this week's comics. So let me know what comics you would take on your desert island trip, and I will see you guys next time.